The seventh planet from the Sun, Uranus is the larger of the ice giants. The blue body contains an icy atmosphere that, like Neptune, differs dramatically from the other large planets. Uranus and Neptune are unique in our solar system. They're very different planets than the other ones we think of, planetary scientist Amy Simon said on NASA's Gravity Assist podcast. Part of the reason we call them ice giants is because they actually have a lot of water ice. So, while some of the other gas giant planets are mostly hydrogen and helium, they're predominantly water and other ices. Although Uranus, discovered in 1781, is only 4 times the physical size of Earth, it is significantly more massive, weighing in at 86 septillion kilograms, just under 1 trillion. That makes it more than 14.5 times as massive as our rocky home. The planet has a volume of 6.83 by 1013 cubic kilometers. The density of Uranus is 1.27 grams per cc, making it the second least dense planet in the solar system. Its low density indicates that it is predominantly composed of ice rather than gas. The icy composition of Uranus and Neptune both differ from the heavier gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn, and have caused them to be labeled ice giants. The distance to Uranus from the Sun is significant, resulting in the coldest atmosphere in the solar system and accounting for the icy temperatures. These planets formed much farther out in the solar system where there was a lot of ices available, Simon said. And they didn't quite form as big as, say, Jupiter or Saturn. So, they couldn't pull in quite as much gas. And so, that's kind of part of why we believe they're so different. Twix is a chocolate bar made by Mars, Inc., consisting of a biscuit cookie, in North America applied with other confectionery toppings and coatings, most frequently caramel and milk chocolate. Twix are packaged with 2 or 4 bars in a wrapper. Miniature and other variations of Twix bars are also available. The product was first produced in the United Kingdom in 1967 and introduced in the United States in 1979. Twix was called Raider in mainland Europe for many years before its name was changed in 1991, 2000 in Denmark, Finland, Norway, Sweden, and Turkey to match the international brand name. The name Twix is a portmanteau derived from twin biscuit sticks. In 2014, the company introduced Twix Bites. Bananas and apples are most widely consumed fruits in United States. The average person consumes over 11 pounds of bananas each year. Apples come in second place at just over 10 pounds per person. When it comes to juice, orange juice is being consumed at close to 3 gallons per person per year. Why are these fruits so popular? The results are added up to convenience and nutrition. Apples and bananas can be eaten on the go with very little preparation. They are easy to carry, quick to eat, and are full of healthy nutrients the body needs to stay healthy. They don't have to be refrigerated unless it is extremely hot and can be eaten alone or with a variety of other foods. Apples can be easily juiced and bananas can be used to make smoothies that are favorites for kids and adults alike. If smoothies are on the menu, any number of fruits can be included, such as peaches, plums, grapes, apricots, and pears. The result is a nutritious smoothie with an abundance of nutrients and only natural sweetness. Bananas are easily one of the most nutritious foods around. They have an abundance of vitamin C and potassium. They are not full of cholesterol or sodium, and they contain no fats or other components that are bad for your health. The major drawback with bananas is their abundance of potassium. While it is fine for most people, individuals who take beta blockers for heart conditions can have adverse side effects if they eat too many. Beta blockers increase the amount of potassium in the bloodstream. Since bananas have an excessive amount, the combination can cause severe reactions in the body. In 1915, Einstein published his theory of general relativity, which stated that gravitational fields cause distortions in the fabric of space and time. Because it was such a bold rewriting of the laws of physics, the theory remained controversial until May 1919, when a total solar eclipse provided the proper conditions to test its claim that a supermassive object, in this case, the Sun, would cause a measurable curve in the starlight passing by it. Hoping to prove Einstein's theory once and for all, English astronomer Arthur Eddington journeyed to the coast of West Africa and photographed the eclipse. Upon analyzing the pictures, he confirmed that the Sun's gravity had deflected the light by roughly 1.7 arc-seconds, exactly as predicted by general relativity. The news made Einstein an overnight celebrity. Newspapers hailed him as the heir to Sir Isaac Newton, and he went on to travel the world lecturing on his theories about the cosmos. According to Einstein biographer Walter Isaacson, In the 6 years after the 1919 eclipse, more than 600 books and articles were written about the theory of relativity. A Chinese cosmetics company used skin harvested from the corpses of executed convicts to develop beauty products for sale in Europe, an investigation by The Guardian has discovered. Agents for the firm have told would-be customers it is developing collagen for lip and wrinkle treatments from skin taken from prisoners after they have been shot. The agents said some of the company's products have been exported to the UK, and that the use of skin from condemned convicts is traditional, and nothing to make such a big fuss about. With European regulations to control cosmetic treatments such as collagen not expected for several years, doctors and politicians say the discovery highlights the dangers faced by the increasing number of Britons seeking to improve their looks. Apart from the ethical concerns, there is also the potential risk of infection. MPs on the Commons Select Health Committee are to examine the regulatory system and may launch an investigation and question ministers about the need for immediate new controls. Plastic surgeons are also concerned about the delay in introducing regulations to control the cosmetic treatments industry. Norman Waterhouse, a former president of the British Association of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons, said, "I am surprised that we are taking the lead from the European Commission, because this is bound to delay action on this important area which is increasingly a matter for concern. It seems like a bit of a cop-out to me." Credit for the initial concept that developed into the World Wide Web is typically given to Leonard Kleinrock. In 1961, he wrote about ARPANET, the predecessor of the Internet, in a paper entitled Information Flow in Large Communication Nets. Kleinrock, along with other innovators such as J.C.R. Licklider, the first director of the Information Processing Technology Office (IPTO), provided the backbone for the ubiquitous stream of emails, media, Facebook postings, and tweets that are now shared online every day. Here, then, is a brief history of the Internet. The precursor to the Internet was jump-started in the early days of computing history, in 1969 with the U.S. Defense Department's Advanced Research Projects Agency network ARPANET. ARPA-funded researchers developed many of the protocols used for Internet communication today. On February 18, 1979, low-altitude areas of the Sahara Desert recorded their first snowfall in living memory. Snow fell in spots in southern Algeria, where a half-hour snowstorm stopped traffic. Several Saharan mountain ranges, however, receive snow on a more regular basis. In winter, temperatures drop low enough on the Tahat summit, the highest mountain peak in Algeria, to cause snow about every 3 years. The Tibesti Mountains, in northern Chad, receive snow on peaks over 8,202 feet, 2,500 meters, once every 7 years on average. While a 92-year-old woman delivering a 60-year-old baby may sound like a bizarre plot twist from the movie Benjamin Button, it's true. Huang Yijun, 92, of southern China, recently delivered a child which she'd been carrying for well over half a century. The baby wasn't alive, however. The woman was carrying a lithopedion or stone baby. It's a rare phenomenon that occurs when a pregnancy fails and the fetus calcifies while still in the mother's body. According to Dr. Natalie Berger, endocrinologist and fertility specialist at Texas Fertility Center, lithopedions start off as ectopic pregnancies, a condition where the fertilized egg gets stuck on its way to the womb, implants and develops outside the uterus. Usually an ectopic pregnancy will mean a fallopian tubal pregnancy, but in a small percentage of cases, the pregnancy can actually occur in the abdominal cavity in places like the bowel, the ovary, or even on the aorta, she says. These are very rare locations and they can be very dangerous. In most cases, Berger says, doctors will recommend the pregnancy be terminated due to the extreme risk to the mother. Or the fetus will simply die on its own due to a lack of blood supply. The vast majority never get anywhere close to multiple months of pregnancy, she says. They die, the tissue breaks down and they're gone. In certain cases, however, the implanted fetus gets to an advanced stage before it dies. Too large to be absorbed by the body, the remains of the child or its surrounding amniotic sac slowly calcify, turning to stone as a way to protect the woman's body from infection from the decomposing tissue. Because the mother's body doesn't recognize the hardening mass as foreign, if there are no other complications, she can basically just go on with her life. Commercial venues are very aware of the effects that the environment, in this case, music, can have on in-store traffic flow, sales volumes, product choices, and consumer time spent in the immediate vicinity. A study of the effects of music levels on drinking in a bar setting has found that loud music leads to more drinking in less time. Previous research had shown that fast music can cause fast drinking and that music versus no music can cause a person to spend more time in a bar, said Nicolas Guégan, a professor of behavioral sciences at the Université de Bretagne Sud in France, and corresponding author for the study. This is the first time that an experimental approach in a real context found the effects of loud music on alcohol consumption. Researchers discreetly visited 2 bars for 3 Saturday evenings in a medium-sized city located in the west of France. The study subjects, 40 males 18 to 25 years of age, were unaware that they were being observed. Only those who ordered a glass of draft beer 25 centiliters, or 8 ounces, were included. With permission from the bar owners, observers would randomly manipulate the sound levels, either 72 decibels, considered normal, or 88 decibels, considered high, of the music in the bar top 40 songs before choosing a participant. After the observed participant left the bar, sound levels were again randomly selected and a new participant was chosen. Results showed that high sound levels led to increased drinking, within a decreased amount of time. Guégan and his colleagues offered 2 hypotheses for why this may have occurred. 1. In agreement with previous research on music, food, and drink, high sound levels may have caused higher arousal, which led the subjects to drink faster and to order more drinks, said Guégan. 2. Loud music may have had a negative effect on social interaction in the bar so that patrons drank more because they talked less. In France, observed Guégan, more than 70,000 persons per year die because of chronic alcohol consumption, and alcohol is associated with the majority of fatal car accidents. We have shown that environmental music played in a bar is associated with an increase in drinking, he said. We need to encourage bar owners to play music at more of a moderate level, and make consumers aware that loud music can influence their alcohol consumption. 50 years to start growing acorns seems like an immense amount of time. Pollination between the male and female flowers of the tree plays a role in how long it takes for the acorn fruit to begin blooming. The majority of oak trees do indeed bloom acorns well before the age of 50. Most species of oaks begin producing acorns at about 20 years old. Peak production occurs from about 50 to 80 years, reports the University of Tennessee Extension Service. Oak trees younger than 50 are likely producing acorns, but perhaps not in especially noticeable numbers. Acorn production from an oak tree older than 80 tends to be minimal, and certain varieties of oak emit more acorns than others. Healthy oaks with majestic, prominent crowns that tower over other tree canopies will bloom more of the seed than weakened, unhealthy oaks. Sometimes extreme production one year will be followed by a season of nominal blooming as the oak regains its energy.